I don't care. I don't care. 3 points again. We move. Welcome to episode 61, I believe, of the Clockenders podcast. I'm your host, Reginald Dino, coming off a 3-2 victory for the Arsenal at the Vitality Stadium, I think it's called, Bournemouth's home field. Good try, Pep. Good try, Semenyo. We know you left Semenyo at Bournemouth. You haven't bought him yet because you knew they were playing Arsenal. And you figured if he could do you a favor and, be one of the players that could cause Arsenal to drop points, you got to keep him there. If Semenyo isn't a Man City player by Monday afternoon, I'd be shocked. You're Pep Guardiola, you're looking at the situation where, you're taking the best player off a team that's playing a team you're chasing. Let's just keep him there for now. Tell the manager you can play him in that game. Tell the player, listen, play in the game. Maybe we'll throw you a little bonus on the side here. We're as corrupt as they come, so we're just going to do it anyway. We'll throw you a little bit of money anyway. Who cares? We'll disguise it as a bonus or shirt sales or whatever the hell they did to get those 115 charges that are going to go unanswered, by the way. We all knew this. It's 4 years now, no? So we're still talking about this? I'm not talking about it. I already knew from the get-go they were going to buy their way out of it. The same way they bought their way out of I believe it was a Champions League ban. They were found guilty, but anyways, it was so long ago I don't even remember the details. But I know they bought their way out of that one. But anyways, so the plan backfired. It's a 3-2 victory for the Arsenal. We go 6 points ahead of Aston Villa, who won today. I think we're 7 in front of City, who play Chelsea tomorrow. I don't have any hopes for a Chelsea team without a manager who got rid of their manager, the best manager in the EPL, according to Chelsea fans, the best manager in the EPL, came in, won a Club World Cup nonsense trophy, and won a whatever Community Shield, better than Arteta. Okay. No problem. If you're watching the game today and you've heard previous comments I've made in different shows, that's the Ødegaard I want to see. Not hiding out on the right-hand side. I know some of you guys that have never played professional soccer are going to get on here and tell me, oh, but if you did whatever it is. I read him in all these comments. You would think that these guys were player of the year in the EPL or player of the season multiple times in the EPL, the way they talk. But anyways, you might say that about me, but it's just my opinion, guys. I'm not trying to break down any roles or anything like that and tell you the tactic is take it easy. Tactical awareness. You were that tactically aware, you probably wouldn't be making sandwiches at Subway. You'd be coaching somewhere. But anyways, that's the Ødegaard I want to see. In the middle, dictating the game. Dictating how fast we play. Dictating how slow we play. Dictating when to go, when to hang back, when to play it wide. That's the Ødegaard I want to see. Not just being the captain, but being the playmaker and the guy that affects the game. That's the Ødegaard I want to see. An assist today for Rice's goal. Numerous balls forward that, and listen, if you're going to take a risk and play the ball forward, sometimes they're not going to make it to the player. They're going to get cut off. They're going to be too long, whatever the case. I just want to see it. I wasn't seeing those balls being played. I was seeing safe balls, 2 yards, get it back, play it another 2 yards, get it back, play it 2 yards back. That's what I was seeing. But now In the last two games, and we'll talk briefly about the last game against Aston Villa, where if I was able to do a show, I was out of town for the holidays. If I was able to do a show, he probably would have been man of the match that game. He was fantastic. That's the Ødegaard I'm talking about, guys. You're gonna sit there and people are gonna sit there. Oh, he's injured for this time. You got to give him time to get back. Okay, I'll give him a couple of games to get back. But how long are we gonna sit here and wait for him to become good again? How long are we gonna like? How many games is it where he got injured a month ago? He's played 6 games. How many more games do I have to wait until he becomes the Ødegaard from a season ago? But it looks like he's on his way. I guess it's 12 games, because the last 2 games he's looked like the old Ødegaard. And in the Aston Villa game, like I just mentioned, he was my man of the match. He was fantastic in that game. Absolutely fantastic in that game. And he was good today too. So maybe there is a number. Maybe it's 12 games. Okay, no problem. If I see that Ødegaard the rest of the season, I'll be well happy. Well happy. Lots of chopping and changing up top. Madueke, I hope all you guys that signed that petition, burn your hands. Burn your fingers. Listen, if Andrea Berta and Mikel Arteta want a player, I trust them. I trust them with what they're building. I hope all you petition guys burn your fingers. Don't create any more petitions. Don't deface murals on the road because you don't want another Chelsea reject. A Chelsea reject that some Chelsea fans are saying, "Wait, why did we sell him?" Zubamendi looked a little bit. Well, we'll go through everything during the player ratings, but just basically from what I've seen today, we it could have gone very wrong after the first goal. I know what Gabriel was trying to do. The technique was off. That's all that was. Okay. But to come back and score the game tying goal to make up for it and be solid the rest of the game, and what can you say about Declan Rice? What can you say about Declan Rice? All over the pitch, chipping in with goals. Game winner today. We needed him today. Absolutely needed him today. Did we miss him when he wasn't there against Villa? Some people say no. I say yeah. Not that we played bad and we didn't play well without him, but it's one of those things where he has to play. He's got to play. Did we miss him on the scoreline? No. Did we miss him in the way we played? Maybe not so much, but let's not diminish his importance to this team by saying, oh, we didn't have him against Aston Villa. We didn't need him. We did need him. We do need him. We do need him. 3 points is 3 points. Festive season, the Christmas season where everybody starts to get a little bit tight because you're playing 3 games in 9 days or 10 days or whatever it is. To come out of that unscathed, 3 for 3. It might not have been pretty against Everton. It might not have been pretty against Brighton. It might not have been pretty today. But I'll take the 3 points. I'll take the 3 points. In the beginning, I was on my phone. It's just like, oh, you guys are lucky. Oh, my God, Robert, you guys did. Another 10 minutes in the game, and you guys would have lost. I don't care. When the final whistle went, Arsenal bagged 3 points. I don't care about your imaginary 120-minute game that you think if we were playing 120 minutes, you probably would have lost. These are the people I deal with. Hater FC United. I got to reevaluate my friends. I don't know if they don't like me or they just don't like Arsenal. Because it's only when Arsenal are losing or, no one messaged me during Villa. No one messaged me during Villa. But when they scored the 1 goal, ding, ding. When they scored the first goal today, ding, 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 ding. I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's the club. Maybe I should reevaluate. Anyways, let's get into the player ratings. This guy here, and I'm going back to the Aston Villa game, he probably saved our season. No, it wasn't Aston Villa. It was the Brighton game. Was it Brighton? Yeah, it was the Brighton game. Sorry, it was the Brighton game. He made 2 incredible saves in 2 games in a row. He made that one against McGinn in the Aston Villa game, and he made that one against Brighton. That saved our season. That would have been drop points if it wasn't for him. I always get on here and I say didn't have anything to do, didn't make a mistake, distribution was good. It's the same every week for this guy, but I don't know. I want to give him. I didn't give anybody ratings. Obviously, I didn't do shows, so I didn't give everybody ratings. But I mean, Brighton game, he got 9. Probably my man of the match in the Brighton game because he saved us. One save, he saved us, and he was fantastic against Aston Villa as well. The 2 goals today, he had no shot. The giveaway by Gabriel and that shot from that player today, that was a fantastic shot. Like no one's saving. I don't care who you think is the best goalie in the league. Donnaruma's not saving that. No one's saving that. Allison definitely isn't saving that, but I don't care who you're saying. He had no chance on the shot today. I give him an 8 just based off the festive season. Just give him an 8 today for today. Urian Timber, good getting forward, crafty with the tackling. Played well today again. Puts in a shift. Not a lot of overlapping. I don't think he had the opportunity to do a lot with the chopping and changing of what was happening up top with Madueke and Martinelli starting. As soon as Saka came on, it was more back to normal for him. But that was towards the end of the game. So he gets a 7 today. Saliba, again, didn't put a foot wrong. Big at the back, solid at the back, headers. Maybe gave the ball away once in the second half. Not going to penalize him for that. Fantastic performance today. I say an 8. Customary 8. Would have been bad. Would have been bad if he didn't, just the fact that he made up for the mistake and scored the goal. He gets an 8 today for that. Not putting his head down and sulking, poor me. He went out and tried to do the business. Every corner we got, he was trying to get up there and do the business again. Solid the rest of the game. Couldn't beat him in the air. Always in the right position again. Customary 8 for my guy today. For me, another solid performance. Another solid performance from this guy. I don't know if it's just me, but that's another solid performance from this guy. I mean, he never really gets beat. There's going to be some players, you're playing on an island out there. It's like a cornerback in NFL. You're going to get beat sometimes, but as long as you're not getting beat every time, I mean, it's a solid performance from this guy. And just to step in from a league, the Bundesliga, and come in and just start, it looks like you've played in the EPL forever. And these are the type of players that Mikel Arteta and Berta are trying to go out there and get. And these are the kind of players that we need. Across the back line, he can play anywhere. If you have to stick him at right back, I'm sure he'd be fine at right back. Center back, both sides of the center back, he'd be fine. And he's obviously great at the left back. He's so good, he's keeping Miles Suaskelly pinned to the bench. When Calafiori comes back, obviously Calafiori plays there, but what are you going to do? He gets a 7 today. Man of the match, guys. I don't know what else to say. 2 goals, game winner, machine everywhere, getting on guys, yelling at our players, pick it up. Victor Gyökeres got fouled in the middle of the field and was sat on the ground just complaining. Declan Rice, yeah, I know you got fouled, get up. Leader. I'm not even going to bother with the captain talk, but leader. 9. Uncharacteristically for this guy. oops, uncharacteristic of this guy. He gave the ball away a couple of times in the first half where it was just, that's not very characteristic of this guy. Is he tired? And Mikel Arteta is going to have to find a rest for some people. I think we have Liverpool coming up and City coming up in February, and we have Champions League. He's going to have to find rest for these guys. So if what we're seeing is kind of a little bit of Zubamendi's legs being a little weary or weak, maybe we need to get him a rest. Not that he didn't play badly after the mistakes. He didn't play badly after that. So, I mean, he gets a 7 today just because he's able to break up the lines, the passing lines of the other team. He's able to get the ball forward. Scored a beauty goal against Aston Villa. I guess some of those ratings that I would have given last game that I didn't are starting to creep into this show as well. So he gets an 8 today as well. Or sorry, he gets a 7 today as well. Like I mentioned earlier, this is the Ødegaard I want to see. I don't want to see that other Ødegaard coming off. I'm just coming off of injury Ødegaard for 4 or 5 games. I don't want to see that anymore, hiding out on the right-hand side. I want to see you drifting inside, left, right, pulling the strings. This is what I want to see. He was magnificent, Villa. He was good today. Great today. 8 to match his number. When are we ever going to see this guy? Anyway, Martinelli started. Well, when are we going to see Eze again? That's bizarre. But anyways, this guy started today. Again, I've mentioned it in previous shows. If teams are playing a low block, and I don't know why Arteta starts him against teams in a low block. There's no space behind. He's not going to be effective. We need to play balls over the top so he can run onto it into the space. When he has the opportunity to go on one-on-one with a player, I don't know why he doesn't. Anyways, he played well against Villa as well when he came on. So it's the new year, we're coming out of the festive season. I'll be nice today. I'll give him a 7 today, but I really would like to see more from him going forward because we're going to need him against Liverpool, City, those teams like that are going to push up and try to press. There's going to be all that space in the back. Oh yeah, for sure start him. But these teams that play a low block, if all he has is a space and a little bit of trickery, I don't know. Like when we played Bayern Munich and he scored that goal, that's just a ball over the top, guys. Their whole team was in our end. It's just a ball over the top. And for you guys that think David Raya plays too high up, well, unfortunately, that's the new goalkeeper positioning in this modern game now. That if you're a ball playing goalie, that's where you're going to be. That's where Manuel Neuer was. That's where Raya was, especially against Tottenham when he got hung by Richarlison. Why is he out so far? That's the way the goalies play now. Anyways, I'll be nice. 7. The Petition Masters. This guy was fantastic today, guys. When I started watching the game, I was just like, this guy on the right-hand side, he is going to get rinsed all game long. All game long. And when I saw the lineup, I saw Martinelli, Madueke, Gyökeres. I was like, okay, Gyökeres is probably going to get a lot of opportunities because these guys go to the line and cut it back. I've seen some of our wingers get to that position and try to shoot. So I figured he was going to get a lot more chances. We'll talk about Gyökeres when we come up to him. Actually, he will be next, but looked great to me today. Everything that was good in the first 25, 30 minutes that Arsenal had, it came from him. It came from him cutting down the line, being tricky. Should have had a goal in the first half. It's just an easy left foot curler. Like you do it in practice every day. He tried to blast it. I don't know why. That would have been a great goal. And then my prediction of 4-1 probably would have come through. Because you score that goal that early, that means Bournemouth has to come out, and then you're dust. Again, if you're coming out to press and play and try to get a goal and you leave that space behind for Martinelli, you're dust. But beyond that, he played fantastic today. Again, all you petition creators, burn your hands so you don't create another petition again. 8 today. It's good. Listen, guys, you have a striker like this. And I asked a question, actually. I asked a question on Instagram because everyone's trying to call him a flop. He's played 19 games in the EPL. He has played 19 games in the EPL. How many goals should he have at this point? And if you're out there listening, how many goals should this guy have at this point? 19 games into his career at Arsenal in the EPL. How many goals should he have? He has 6 or 7. I think he has 6. I'll err on the lower side. He has 6. How many goals should he have? How many assists should he have? Like I'm curious just to know how many he should have right now before we say he's not a flop. Because if you watch the game carefully and closely, you'll see that he's doing other things on the field that allow Madueke and Martinelli and Saka and Trossard to be one-on-one. That goal that Zubamendi scored against Villa on Sunday or on Wednesday or whenever the hell they played, Tuesday. Guys, if you watch that game closely, I was watching some of the fan reactions after, and oh my God, why was there such a big hole in the yeah, there's a big hole in the middle of the defense because 2 of the players were covering Gyökeres. Now, I don't know if that's an error. Maybe I don't know if that's an error that 2 players are covering. There's always 2 guys on him. There's always one guy behind grabbing and holding, and maybe one guy in the front that picks up the ball. Maybe. But that if you go back and watch that Aston Villa goal, it's because they were concentrating on Gyökeres, and Zubamendi just walked through like Moses in the Red Sea. So Victor the Menace, I called him during the game today, is a menace out there. Just a big, strong guy. And he's a bully. Now, the goals might not be coming, but he is dragging players out of position. He is dragging players out of position because you have to account for him. I don't care if he only has 6 goals. You have to account for him. He scored 97 goals in 2 seasons. You have to account for him. To me, he played well today. I mean, to do what he was doing, he made a beautiful turn at center, got pulled back and didn't get the foul, and that's when Rice was yelling at him, just get up and get on with it. But I don't know, guys. It's January 3rd. Season goes till May. I still think he's going to get goals. Maybe I'm backing down on the 20. Maybe. I'll let you know. Let you know in a couple of games. I had someone a friend of mine ask me, maybe he should come off the bench. Yeah, maybe. Maybe when defenses are a little bit more tired, you can now bully them more. Maybe you'll get some opportunities. I just think this guy needs to see the ball go in the net, and I think the floodgates will open. And I'm not talking about PKs. I'm talking about something he created. And the floodgates will open for this guy, I promise you. 7 today. I also mentioned to the same guy, this guy is so good. He is so good. He is so shifty when he has the ball. Just a shoulder fake, and he's gained 2 yards. He is so good, Trossard. So good. And I was thinking back, like, during the game, like, oh yeah, that's right. We were trying to get Mikel Mudryk, and Chelsea stole him. And then we picked this guy up for 27 million from Brighton. What shrewd deals. These are deals. That's a deal. Mudryk's going to be a track star for Ukraine now. Whenever his 4-year suspension's over, he wants to be a track and field star now. Oh, bro. Oh, boy. Great signing. Great signing. We'll go through the substitutions. He was a substitute. He played great as well. Oops, sorry. Came in today, an assist right off the bat. Played well. We'll give him his number 7. Gabriel Jesus came in, menace up there, chasing, hurrying. You got to account for him too. He'll bust you. He'll score on you. He gets a 7. I think all the subs are going to get a 7. Moreno came in and he was tough out there. He was winning headers, getting involved, getting about the field. 7 for him, and I think that's all that came in today. We made 3 substitutions up top. 3 substitutions up top, yeah. So Gabriel Jesus came in for Gyökeres. Martinelli came off for Trossard, and then Saka came in for Madueke, and Ødegaard came off for Moreno. Sometime next week or in the next game, we'll talk about this guy. Because I don't know, guys, what's the issue? That's 4 games in a row now. He hasn't seen a minute on the field. No injuries, no nothing. You watch him in training, in the training videos. He looks good, smiling, happy. He can't be happy. He's not playing. And I know one of the commentators said, well, listen, when you come to a big team and you're touching the ball 90 times a game and you come to a team and now you're only touching it 30, maybe your concentration lapses a little bit and you're not doing the right things at the right times in the new coach's tactics. I know you scored a hat trick. That's fantastic against Tottenham in the North London derby. That's great. But when we're playing other teams, this is the tactics that we need to do it. And maybe he's not doing it. I don't know. But there's got to be a reason why this guy's not playing. But we'll discuss that in another show. I gotta go out right now to run some errands. So finally, Arteta, look at the lineup he could put out. You looked at our bench today. They start for every team in the EPL. I don't care if you're City, Liverpool. I don't care. Saka will start for any team. Eze probably starts on most. Moreno starts on some. Gabriel Jesus starts on some. Maybe Ødegaard doesn't. Who knows? Kepa, who knows? Skelly is in demand. Wanyeri's in demand. Bench is fantastic. When I look at the bench, it's just so good. And even when we're 1-0 down or 1-0 down or even 1-1, I'm looking at it, I'm just like, yeah, okay, we still got Trossard to bring on, Saka, Eze, Gabriel Jesus might pop one. We're good. We're good. And those days have been long and far in between. I can tell you that. So did this guy get the lineup wrong? No. Start your best players. Started his best 11 today, or maybe a resting 11 today. Because I think we have, I don't know who we have next. Is it Liverpool? Might be Liverpool next at the Emirates. So get some rest in, get a nice weekend of training, and let's get at them. So guys, that's the show for the week. Once again, Arsenal 3, Bournemouth 2. Fantastic performance from the boys. Again, I don't care how it comes. No one's going to remember January 3rd. You guys, Gabriel scored not an own goal, but gave a goal away from you guys. And that's, no one's going to remember that. Can you remember any game in August or October that we were close to losing that we didn't lose without looking it up? No one cares. I won't care in May or June. I will not care that we only beat Brighton 1-0. I will not care. We only beat Everton 1-0 in a PK. I will not care. I will not care. I will not care that we played Wolves and 2 own goals were scored. I will not care. I will not care. So you can try to troll me with that type of stuff. Go nuts. I don't care. Guys, if you're not following on the YouTube channel and getting notifications whenever a new show's up, just check the bell. Just follow on Twitter. Just follow on YouTube. It's easy. It's easy peasy. We're also on Instagram and we're also on TikTok. If you're not following on either one of those platforms as well, go ahead and click the follow. I post a new video after every show. I post a new video on TikTok or Instagram after every show. And the show is obviously available on YouTube as you're watching. So, guys, still top of the league. City plays Chelsea tomorrow. Let's see what happens there. And remember, one thing, I'll leave you with this thing. Like the hater rate for Arsenal is absolutely crazy. Man City went to Sunderland yesterday and got a one, or the day before, and got a 1-1 draw there. And it was Sunderland was this, Man City was this. Man City tried, they did but Sunderland, and Arsenal went and got a 2-2 there, and it was like, whoa, I don't know, Arsenal, are they contenders? Who knows? They can't be contenders going to Sunderland and get it. So the difference between the two teams based on results is crazy. I know nobody wants Arsenal to win the EPL. I know people don't want them to win. I don't know why Arsenal are seen as this. They say the fans are this, the fans are that. Okay, whatever. Liverpool fans are worse to me. Man City fans, like, is there such a thing? But anyways, outside of Manchester, I don't know, but whatever. Chelsea fans, I don't know. I don't know why they hate. But if a team is playing well, I don't like Chelsea. I don't like Tottenham. But if they play well, okay, and they're going to win, okay. You don't want to see them win, but I'm not going to disparage them to the point where I heard something today that Arsenal's invincible team isn't as impressive as, oh my God, I forgot what team he compared it to. Oh my God. Or I think he just said it's not an impressive accomplishment going undefeated in the league. And it's just like, why are we going all the way back then? Like, you're going all the way back then to troll us? Oh my God. It's just, they're getting the rival fans are getting dumber and dumber by the day. Rival fans are getting dumber and dumber by the day. If every 3 points Arsenal picks up, they get dumber and dumber. Look it on YouTube. So guys, thanks for watching. Baltimore Ravens, Steelers tomorrow. Whoever wins makes the playoffs. Go Ravens. And come on, you Gunners.